Que pasa? What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the Trial and Aaron podcast, but we call it the Tap. I am your host, Aaron, and on tap today, we have an absolute doozy. They're all doozies. It's yet another glorious episode, as I like to say. We're going to say hello officially to spooky season. I'm recording this on October 1. It was a cloudy, overcast day. Start off with some drizzling rain last night. This is the spooky season I need. Some people are getting wild while it's still 95 degrees out. We might have some super toasty weather later in October, but damn it, I need it to be cold-blooded, cold-hearted, so I can get in that zone. But before we say hello to spooky season, as we do with a nice, cherry blossom LaCroix, we're going to say hello. Oh, spilled all over myself. We're going to say hello to spooky season. I got more. I know I did this last year, but damn it, I have more. They were spooky season killers, but I just have more cinematic, just slayers out of that. Cinematic slayers, that's a great way. A couple spooky season slayers on deck in my top 5 with some honorable mentions. But there's just some objectively dope killers that need the shout out. So I'm just giving you a nice little redux, a little revamp of my list of favorite killers. No serial killers, no real life shenanigans. We're going nice and fictional to keep things light. But before we get into this spooky season nonsense, we got to bid adieu to September. And right at the ass end of that was the most glorious wedding of Jake and Pal. My God, what a hoot. What a time. Half white, half Mexican wedding. It was just the most Gucci. It was so much fun. Started a little late. Apparently, this is a thing that I've learned this time around. I've been around Mexican culture my entire life. And maybe I'm a pretty oblivious person. And the wedding started a little bit later, but I guess I was told, hey, it's just a Mexican thing. It is what it is. If there's a party at 5, show up at 7, maybe. There'll still be cooking, but who gives a shit? It started relatively on time. We were just serenaded under the sun with a mariachi band with a harp. I don't want to harp on the harp. I'm a big harp guy. The Trial and Aaron podcast, the Tap, big advocate for the harp, and it went so well. The singing was beautiful. The venue was beautiful. I think it was called the Hidden Grove, right next to the Maples, just something over where Skylar Morgan got married, right next door. And man, it was just so well done. I was told there is supposed to be light colors around this matrimony, and I saw people wearing black on black on black, and they look swaggy, they look good. But I was like, hey, ain't a funeral, damn it. It's a celebration of love. And I think the music was great. Jake went up. He looked like $1,000,001. All the groomsmen were fantastic. I got to give a shout out. Cousin Coxie was up there, but shout out Chris Kays. Chris Kays, the man, the myth, the legend, was sporting cornrows. Absolutely. Wow. He pulled him off, though, but I was not expecting that out of him. He usually has his nice flowing blonde hair. He'll put in a man bun or something like that. But the cornrows was next level. Shout out to you. And shout out to him. Really hooked it up. Tap trivia the next day on that Sunday. Oh, God. Yeah, it's all part of the story. But he came through because, unfortunately, the microphone that I usually use and speaker was at the wedding, was not transported to Hoobies. It ain't no thing. Chris came through for me because there's a part of the Disney trivia, listen to the Disney song, and then you have to choose, pick the movie, or select it. You got to know the movie, and everybody did. That was just a fun kind of bonding round for everybody, and just listening to Disney tunes. But enough about that, and more about this wedding. Pre-gamed a little bit, a couple shots of rum. Just guys had some spare rum in the freezer. Got a ride from Mom and Pops over there. We showed up on time, and then we just sit there and kind of chill. But as soon as everybody gets there, Pal goes up, everybody looks great, and I think the person who married them did a great job. This lady would bounce back between English and Spanish, and did it in a way that she wasn't repeating everything twice. I understand enough. I have a tenuous grasp on Spanish, but was able to hear what she was saying to Pal, and then repeated it for Jake. But just they were part of the vows. It was for her to speak in Spanish, nice, just homage and ode to all of her family there and everything. And then on Jake's side, he was saying essentially the same thing, but it progressed in a way, a nice back and forth, but she wasn't repeating everything twice. It was tastefully done, I think. Was a nice combination, a bilingual matrimony. And then I was getting antsy in the pants. I was ready to drink. I want to celebrate this shit. Enough of this love nonsense. Even though they look great, their vows. Oh my! How she held it together. She was on the cusp, like just on the brink of tears. She kept her shit together. It sounded great. But Jakey, my goodness, hands. I need hands. There's just so many little inside jokes that I wasn't aware of, but you could just tell both of them were just loving every second of it. And I think he spoke very well from the heart, and it went by so well. And then it was time to the post ceremony shenanigans. They had margaritas just ready to roll. I had one of those in one hand, and then a Coors Light to rehydrate in the other hand. And eventually I had to put one down because they had crostinis. They had some nice sauteed mushrooms, little portobellos. Just pluck them. Yum, yum. My MVP appetizer, though, they had like a tomato bisque in a small cup with a sliver of grilled cheese sandwich in there. Oh, give me the whole sandwich. I was about to just go ham on all these. But there was no ham in the sandwich, just cheese. But had that. I was able to put down, make my ancestors proud. I had about like 3 margaritas before even sitting my happy ass down. That and a Modelo and a Coors. Just we're going off. We're going off the rails, but we're gonna maintain our composure, and that's what you gotta do. Weddings are a marathon, especially an open bar. Got a tip though. Got a tip. The bartenders did a good job. They had a nice little side kind of not a barn, just a little shack area. We'd all go into the line, just go in with the okay face going in, come out with a shit-eating grin on the other side as you're exiting with a Paloma or a margarita. Great drinks, great service. The mariachi band continued to serenade us all. Nice, they did a great job. And then they had this artiste lady. It was like watercolor, but she didn't do faces, but just little vignettes of the guests, and mine turned out, I think, very well. I forgot to post a picture of it on Instagram today, but I was like just so caught up in my feels, a little drunk, yeah, but for somebody to draw my likeness, I was so humbled and so just grateful for someone using their artistic talents to get this shithead on a piece of paper and give it to me. So I was pretty pleased with how that turned out. I sat with a decent table. I say, my Benny Gertz was there. Weird guy, but suffered through it. He was there. Chad and Megan were there. Super Sue Davis was there. Everybody seated accordingly. Got up, got my food pretty quick. Just basic kind of the meats. Could have been, can't tell if it was pork or beef. I want to say it was beef, a little beefy, but the good sausage. We had the pollo. We had the long stem broccoli. But my MVP of the entree was the raviolis. Not saucy, a little bit of oil on them. But I got up to that part of the tray. I'm like, damn it, there's like 3 left. Got to scrounge them. But then one of the workers says, excuse me, sir. Ooh, I get out of the way. Big boy tray, just fresh fucking raviolis. And I just piled on. The plate was filled to the brim, which probably saved my ass in the long run. Because your boy, I wasn't done drinking. I would not done be drinking until, Sunday evening. So, and remind you, it's Saturday evening. So I'm sipping on it. Stuff my fat face. I not become somewhat of not a blur yet. Like in the moment, just the dancing, the music, the vibes, everything was just pristine. The food was amazing. I just stuffed my face. Later on in the night, after the dancing kind of cooled down a little bit, that In-N-Out burger wall, I tried to weasel some before his time. I got scolded. No. And eventually the drinking continued. I don't think I ever got that In-N-Out burger. I don't believe so. Only singles, but damn it, anytime somebody's giving you free In-N-Out burger, what are you going to do, complain? Look at me, a 3x3 guy complaining about singles. Anytime you get free In-N-Out burger, you're going to be fucking grateful, and that whole, just happy to be part of that wedding, that whole shenanigans. It was a great time. I got a ride back from Mom and Pop's, and apparently I was just all kind of days just waiting for a fatality to be done to me. I'm a Mortal Kombat character, just woozing, not feeling like super sick or anything like that. I don't ever remember getting the pukies, but I'm just in the back seat. We're dropped off Keith, dropped off Sue, and Sue, God bless her, she's such a sweetheart. She's looking for her keys. God help you if you lose your keys when I want to get home. And my mom, I vaguely remember this, and not until Monday morning in the gym did my mom let me know this happened. But I was like, they're just chatting it up, and she's struggling to find her keys, and I'm just like, you gonna keep talking for another hour? Just Just a grumpy Gus in the back seat. Sue's flustered. She's trying to go by. She's trying to find it, but eventually she gets in the house, and then mommy lets me know that she scolded me like a 10-year-old boy that I am. I don't recall the scolding, but yeah, I do feel ashamed. I called Sue. She thought nothing of it. She's like, oh, I thought you were going to puke. I was like, nah, cuz I was just... Said forget about it, cut. No, that's not what she said. I was just hammered and grumpy, wanting to go home. And so that night concludes, and I wake up. I set my alarm because guess what? The Vikings are in Dublin, and they're playing at 6:30 in the a.m., which means a long night of drinking and early morning the next day. Not a great combo. Set my alarm for 6, and I wake up. I don't know if anybody's ever... I'm sure people that have gone out and indulged in the drink have experienced this, where you wake up just utterly confused. Why am I existing? What's my name? Where am I? Who am I in general? Just what is going on here? Utterly baffled to be existing at this point in time. There was not like early head pounding. You just feel a general ick. Like, what happened? So I'm just in my bed, and I feel around a little bit. I'm like, ooh, I feel my super smooth, soft thigh, because I got hair from like knees down, a little bit on thighs, but outer thigh, absolutely hairless. Feels great. And I touch it. I'm like, feeling myself. I'm like, what the hell? Why am I naked? I was ass naked in bed, clothes strewn about like throughout the hallway. Mind you, didn't get lucky with nobody, just myself. And it was one of those nights that not even old Righty here was getting any love. Nope, I'm not performing. Not for you, not for anybody. And yeah, I usually am a boxer brief guy, boxer briefs and shirt. Summertime, just boxer briefs. This time around, old Sloppy Joe, that's what Skylar dubbed me. I guess sandwich by trade, that's my nickname. But then when I'm old drunky, old Sloppy Joe be coming. Sloppy Joe is who yelled at Sue. It wasn't me. Cannot be held responsible because alcohol brings out our best selves. Sloppy Joe wanted to sleep naked, and that's what he did. And so at 6 o'clock, I have a little bit of coffee, and I bring some eggs. We go into Skylar's place. John and Andrew Cummings are there. Skull, baby. Nice little Skull squad of winners. Skylar whips up some bacon. They bring Guinness, and Drew, good God, he has just got the filthiest handlebar mustache, cowboy hat, sunglasses on, American flag cowboy boots, sweatshirt on, but he had a jersey underneath it. Andrew just nice flowing head of hair, like just teasing you with the mullet a little bit, just an absolute sex machine, this guy. And so they bring out Guinness. I'm like, it's 6:30 a.m., little Guinness. They're playing in Ireland. I had a dark beer early in the morning. Not my preference, the Guinness, but if it's put in front of your fat face, you gonna drink it. You gonna drink it. And so I drank it. And then after that, Skylar and our rituals, double tap from Barrios Brew. Had a double tap, one double tap first half, one in the second half. And mind you, this is wild. Still, was I buzzed from the night before? I don't know. I will not incriminate myself, but you be the judge. Yeah, just kept it going, and the nothing pairs better with a Guinness and a double tap IPA than some waffles and some bacon. The bacon came in clutch. Skylar made them not crispy to the point of like break-in, but just tenderly crispy. You can break them if you wanted to. You have to pull them apart a little bit, but expertly made bacon. It was fantastic. Stuffed my face. Watched us lose, unfortunately. It is what it is, but if the worst part of that morning is you get to hang out with some buddies and have beers way too early, it is what it is. After that, went home, took an hour-long nap, woke up still feeling shitty, had more coffee, had some leftover, had some breakfast slop from the day before, felt so back to normal, went in, performed like a champ at Hoobies for tap trivia, Disney theme. Shout out to the team names. The team name, God damn it. It just tickled me. Jake and Power there. It was pretty much the entire wedding party came back. Shout out to the people from Tennessee. Hope you're hearing this. There's the dastardly little shits. I forget that name, but Ursula's fupa was Jake and Powell's team's name. Ursula, the thick witch from down under the sea, looking to make terrible deals with Ariel, and just her flopsome indeed, and jetsam all over the place. This Ursula and her fupa. They did well, but not well enough. Even with 10 wedding points, they're betting it all. And oh my God, I asserted some goddamn dominance. One of the wager rounds was, I'm going to kiss my own ass here, everybody, even if you were there to see it. wager rounds in between each round. I'll have a fun little game. Roll the dice. Whoever does the high roll wins. And you can bet up to 5 of your points. Usually rolls against me. It's always been against me, a D20. But I've also deployed rock, paper, scissors. This time around, I was not planning on this, but first couple contestants, they came up betting big. They lost big. I just tossed scissors the first time. Boom, boom. 2 people go down. I'm just hitting scissors. Another person comes out. Scissors again. And just get them. I just kept tossing the scissors. Shout out to Boston's fan club over the Logue Dog and his family pack over there. Appreciate you guys coming out and playing. They bet it all. Usually it's a 5-point max at this table. But I asked the crowd. I said, hey, should they be allowed to bet it all? And just I heard Jake go, yeah! And so, okay, that's what happened. Victorious just scissor me. Timbers just came out blasting. Scissors, scissors, scissors. Eventually, Mama Mac, Ray Mac's Mama Kathy, she came down. She bet like a humble 3, and she's the only one who didn't do paper. Literally, everybody did paper, save for her. And she hit me with some scissors. Ooh, do I switch up to rock? Do I switch up the recipe for success? Hell no. 1, 2, 3. Everybody wants shoot over here, apparently. I'm a 1, 2, 3 guy, but to appease the crowd, I do shoot. Shot again. Scissors again. 2, 2. We go a third time. Boom, boom, boom. She switches. She folds like the paper that she put out there. And I kept it up with the scissors. Was able to defeat this loving, amazing, just mama bear figure of my life as well. Shout out to Kathy Mack. Love ya. Thank you for coming. Hopefully she keeps on coming. Her team ended up winning, by the way, so it's no big imposition. But man, what a move. What a good round of trivia there. And my goodness, that was a great way to just wrap up September Tap Trivia. This week will be the theme. I have not announced it yet, but I'm going to get this podcast out hopefully by tomorrow, but also do a little teaser on Instagram tomorrow. It's going to be all about music and magic, baby. Music and magic. We'll have more spooky themes later, more Halloween themes, but I really enjoyed playing some music and just seeing how good people are at hearing it and then knowing who the artist is, who sings it. And then magic. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to divvy up magic. Magic is a broad term, but you bet your ass there's going to be some Harry Potter in there. Maybe 2 rounds of Harry Potter. Maybe other elements of magic, but we're going to get very magical. I'm going to try to be a little more creative with it, but rest assured, Harry Potter will be 1 round. And man, I'm just thinking there are going to be more. I read up to Order of the Phoenix, but then I listened to all the audiobooks, but I'm going to let my expertise really resonate around the first 2 movies this time around. The first 2 movies. I know them very well because I think they're the best movies in the entire series. So, a little bias there for you. More bias coming up. My top 5 kills. Let's get into this goddamn spooky season. I'm just all bricked up over it. Oh, spooky season. My top 5 cinematic slayers. Let's go. At number 5, this one, because it is spooky season, drink every time I say spooky season, Jason Voorhees out of Friday the 13th. And let me give you some stats. For me, that hockey mask was so frightening. It reminded me of Casey from the Ninja Turtles. How many people did Jason Voorhees kill? Not counting the mom. Maybe it does count as mom. Let's see what Google gets us. Jason Voorhees has killed well over 200 people in the Friday the 13th franchise, with his kill count reaching over 160 in a Collider list even higher than some interpretations. All right, well, Jesus. Let's see. So they think over 200. All right, very vague, very vague. How many Friday the 13th movies are there? There are 12 movies. 12 movies, 200 people. That's not bad. That's not bad. Starting in 1980, the last one, Friday the 13th in 2009. I think I saw that. Michael Bay directed it. Oh, God, what a terrible movie. Jason X is wild. Jason goes to hell. Man, just the story cannot be finished. Freddy vs. Jason was wild. I give Jason the edge on that one. But, yeah, the mask is so scary. It's just iconic. Just a nice old machete. Nothing, just meat and potatoes, killing it the old-fashioned way. That will be number 4. Let me flip this. I just didn't read my own notes here. Above that will be Freddy Krueger. He's a little I want to say lame. They kind of call him out in Freddy vs. Jason. He's just an old man. He's got the sweater, but the weapon of choice is pretty wild. The claws, the burnt face. Robert Englund is perfect as he. The first one I think is iconic, has Johnny Depp in it. Nightmare on Elm Street. Let's see. When did it come out? 1984. Robert Englund. Yeah, Johnny Depp is in it. Just had to check myself, but it's such a scare, that iconic fedora. The idea of a bad guy that you can't run away from. He is haunting you. He is in your nightmares. He is in your dreams. And when you're not asleep, you're thinking about him in your waking hours, and maybe you're losing sleep and you're just freaking out, man, because this guy's going to come and kill you. The reverse, blood waterfall going in, after Johnny gets killed is pretty intense. It's just very iconic, and amongst so many, what I love the most during spooky season is watching absolutely horrendous, rather unknown 80s horror movies, early 90s, possibly late 70s, not vibing it too much, but just seeing how terrible they are. The practical effects, the shitty acting, they're essentially like pornos that just never get to the porno. It's just all the bad acting and goofiness. How many people did Freddy Krueger kill? I want to say, not sure how many movies there are. We'll go 69. Freddy Krueger has a documented count kill of excess of 30 people. Where's the exact numbers? List of kills. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Total 23, 15. I think I want to say it's over 69. Oh, they're going through every movie. Oh my God. All right, Google AI. Can't give me the accurate count. In excess of 30 people. Yeah. The Springwood Slasher. Post-resurrection kills, blah, blah, blah. Counting 20 children he's killed as a human and numerous additional victims he killed in dreams. Freddy's death total is well over 30, and sources like Screenprint placing a screen over 33. So clearly Jason's a far more cunning... Oh, now we're in AI mode. Analysis of Nightmare on Elm Street film series spinoffs. Freddy Krueger's kill count is over 80. But it ain't 200. All right. Maybe they'll give me a more accurate Jason Voorhees. How many people did Jason Voorhees kill? All right. Who's fibbing? Based on calculations of the kills committed by Jason Voorhees in the film franchise, his kill count is around 150. Not 200. Whatever. He's a better killer. He's sexier than Freddy Krueger. All right, number 3. Who do we have here? All right, this one's a little more bizarre. I want to toss a curveball at you. Maybe you'll swing at it. Maybe you've heard of it. Maybe not. The movie is called The Guest. All right, and the killer is named David Collins. And let's just type in The Guest. Kill count. Oh, boy. The Guest. Oh, my God. Yeah, 2014 action thrill horror film. So it's like this guy that arrives from the military, arrives home at the Peterson's family. A series of accidental deaths occur around him. But this guy is like a rogue CIA asset who claims to have known the family's son who died, and he came to just chill with him and say, hey, he's a good guy, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Yeah, Caleb Peterson killed in a war. Anyways. And so this guy kicks it with the daughter. He's just the guest. He's a house guest, and he showed the son's getting bullied. He's this 10-year-old kid, and he gives the kid a knife, and it's hey, here's how you twist it, stab, twist, blah, blah, blah. And this guy, he's normal at first, and then just slowly but surely becomes more and more unhinged. He starts killing everybody. I think he kills both the parents. He kills friends. He kills family. Lance Riddick is in it. He murders him, and it's Halloween based, so it's a very, very good. And I think this guy, the actor, stars Dan Stevens. I think he was the Beast in Beauty and the Beast. Never saw that, so I lost a little respect. All right, that kind of dweeby damn movie, but he is a bad motherfucker in this, and it's got a fantastic soundtrack. A lot of synthy 80s sounding music that's now nowadays. It's a modern music makers with a synthy edge and 80s kind of vibe to it. There we go. My favorite song in it is Antonio by this singer named Annie, and she also has one called American Cars. Check them both out. This guy's kill count. the guest kill count. Total 44. Holy shit. Hold on. 21 victims. The guest 2004. All right, responsible for at least 44 deaths. In his debut film in one movie, 44 whackings. Very good throughout the film. All right, I like that. That's why he's there. Number 2, I do have some shout outs, but like I said, I had to adjust the list a little bit. Number 2 is going to be Patrick Bateman, American Psycho. It is so good. It is so goddamn iconic. And let me just play. I can just get the sound effect up when I edit this later, but here it is.
Sabrina, don't just stare at it, eat it.
He's got the 2 hookers in there. That could be the greatest line in all of film history. He's got 2 hookers in there, and he's just kind of making them listen to Huey Lewis in the news, I think. And he's just telling them, take off your clothes. All right, give her a smooch, whatever. And then one's like, show Sabrina your asshole. And he walks away. He goes, Sabrina, don't just stare at it, eat it, like you just heard. So don't just stare at it, eat it. Words to live by. Oh my God. But Patrick Bateman, American Psycho is so good. The my goodness, business card scene is absolutely iconic. It just shows what absolute cookie cutter scumbag Wall Street douchebags are. Just that life in the 80s. The Hair is Immaculate came out in 2001, and it's just Christian Bale is such a good psychopath, and I think he would have played a great Joker if given the chance, but he's just one of my favorite actors. Let's see, Patrick Bateman, kill count. Kill count is highly ambiguous. Yes, that's true. It is highly ambiguous. If he indeed did kill people and wasn't just thinking of all up in his mind. That's why this movie, one of the reasons it's so great. In the film American Psycho, he claims to have killed 20, maybe 40. He claims it, but you don't see him kill that many people, including Paul Allen with an axe to the face. But he has just this wild scene where he calls up his lawyer and just like, I killed a lot of people. He's just, again, freaking out. He does. The one part I don't like about that movie, though, he does stomp out a dog, and that really makes me sad. Or did he? So I shouldn't be sad, but you hear it, and it's just like, But an absolute maniac, nobody's safe, and if you haven't seen it yet, get off your ass, watch it. It's a bizarre movie, but it's solid. Jared Leto's in it, Reese Witherspoon's in it, Willem Dafoe is in it, him and that huge wang of his. Let's see. All right, so that's number 2. Number 1, damn it, after talking to Cousin Kyle, everybody must bend the knee. Not even Rambo has this high a kill count. He's not even my favorite. There's no artistry in Rambo's murders, okay? He kills like a rabid dog, but I'm glad, he's killing commies over there in Vietnam. John Wick is poetry in motion. He is just a death note unto himself. He is writing in cursive, and that cursive is all a quill dipped in blood and just writing everybody's number on it, passing it out, saying, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead. He does it in such a way. Let's see. And John Wick kill count. There's a lot more in-depth breakdowns of his kill count for each movie. I don't want the kill count breakdown. Let's see. Kill count total. Oh my God. John Wick, according to Google, has a total of 439 kills across the first 4 films of the franchise, including 7 in the first, 128 in Chapter 2, 94, 128, good Lord, 94 in John Wick 3, which was fantastic. Have not seen John Wick 4 yet, but I have a sneaking suspicion it will be all too similar to the first 3. Number 1, the most iconic, where we get to meet this guy who doesn't want to kill for their dog. Is Keanu Reeves a tremendous actor? I don't think so, but he plays Keanu Reeves so well, and he's such a delight. He has on-screen presence, I guess. He has a charisma to him, and I couldn't imagine anybody else being John Wick. That is my John Wick. He's a bad motherfucker. He kills so well. Willem Dafoe is in it as well. Let's go. I forgot about that. But it's just a classic action movie in this day and age. It's just devoid of just that good old-fashioned grittiness like that. I mean, there are some exceptional movies out there, like movies to the exception of just what dull bullshit Hollywood's feeding us these days. I spit it out. John Wick is so refreshing. Just kind of, I want to say mindless violence, but it just scratches that aggro itch to see him just snapping necks, cashing checks, giving gold coins where he wants, and there's just this air of sophistication about him, especially in the second one. I was just thinking about it the other day. He goes to get tailored, but they do it in such a sophisticated way. Yes, it's bulletproof vest, but he has the nice velour, the type of material he wants as well. That's just such class about the way he goes about his assassinating ways. And the guy, like John Wick, for dinner, I would like something loud, robust, whatever, dangerous, robust, cunning. What he just uses such elegant words, and just it's a language and just secret society of assassins unto themselves, living amongst us, and it's just a cool little world they throw you into. Lance Reddick is also in it. Rest in peace to Lance Reddick. His voice beyond iconic. Loved him as Zavala in Destiny 2, but just in everything, he's funny as fuck. But he was on the Eric Andre show. He was in a Funny or Die skit, Toys R Me. But Lance Reddick, that's such a bummer. Need to watch all of The Wire. Daring, if you're listening, I have not watched it yet, but it's in the back of my mind. I know I need to watch it. But man, John Wick. John frickin' Wick. The second one, yeah, it's okay. There's good killings in it. Just didn't tickle me as much as the first one. Third one tickled me quite a bit. It's more over the top killings. He has another dog, but loved Halle Berry in it. And what takes the cake in the third one for me, other than like the end scene, him and Lance Reddick just go to work on these boys in the Continental. In the third one, there's German Shepherds in this fighting scene in the Middle East, and it's so fucking cool to watch. Practical, just action sequences, stuntmen just getting owned by these dogs, seeing what these dogs are capable and making them action heroes in this. It's so cool. Halle Berry does a great job reloading, looks super competent with their firearms and her tactics, but dogs are like running up walls, like with some cushions on. You could tell it's like a wink from the movie, from like the director, from the people making the movie, that all of like the stunts are all set up intricately to keep the stuntmen safe. Like guys get tackled off a roof, and you could just tell there's cushion. You don't see them fall. There's cushions. It's done in a way you can suspend your disbelief and just enjoy the show. Enjoy the action. But alas, honorable mentions. One unspooky season-esque honorable mention goes to Go-Go from Kill Bill Volume 1. Go-Go is Owen Rishi. Another shout out to her. I love Lucy Liu in this movie. Owen Rishi. Cottonmouth, I believe, is her code name. But Go-Go, oh god, nothing sexier than just this Japanese schoolgirl look of hers. My goodness. And just this innocent little peach. She has a knife, but she has this morning star, this swinging ball and chain that once activated, this blade comes out, and she almost gets Black Mamba. She almost gets Beatrix Kiddo, and you can tell she's killed a lot. You only see her kill one guy who's hitting on her at the bar, but she gets got by the Black Mamba herself. But shout out to her. She only one kill in the movie, but you know her resume speaks for itself. I believe it. She's badass. Owen Rishi, she's solid. I love the anime background story for her in that Quentin Tarantino. So cool. So well done. Just quick, grainy, messy. But you totally get the idea of her background. It's a cool little just escape from the movie itself. He does it a couple times. Wasn't a huge fan of that movie going black and white during the fight with the Crazy 88. It is a homage to the old Shogun, the old like samurai movies. Get why it was done. But would have preferred to see all that just blood splattering. But it's still visually just fantastic. I think the RZA does the music. Just every aspect of those two movies just flawless. You could just really count them as one whole movie. So maybe Tarantino will do another, because he has one more on the docket. But because Kill Bill is one movie, gotta do one more. That's what's happening. But yeah, man, John Wick did some killing. 439. Another one, Candyman. Dear God, I don't know if anybody saw the original Candyman. I'm not sure about like how many people he killed. A lot of people. He kills a lot of people in the movie, but I guess I've searched for everybody else. How many people did Candyman kill? Candyman. You say his name. Same rules as Bloody Mary. You say his name 7 times. Kill count 78 across the entire. Oh, there's multiple films, but the first one. So it was just horrifying to me. I still don't want to watch it. That one's like some childhood trauma associated with it because, oh, guess what? I have an older brother. And I like the lunchbox that I'm currently in was my old room. growing up, and on that side of the wall is the bathroom. And so you got to get inside the mirror, look at the mirror, look at yourself in the mirror, say Candyman 7 times or 3 times. I forget the lore, but I mean, of course, as the joke goes, my bedroom is on that side, on the opposite side of the mirror. So clearly, when the Candyman manifests, he's going to kill the shit out of me first, smother me in bees, eat me alive, burn me alive, whatever he's going to do, and then kill the person who ever said his name. But I would be done for first because that's how it works. I'm on this side of the wall that has the mirror. Candyman cometh through the mirror and slays whoever's unfortunate to be on a bunk bed on this side of the wall. Just science, people. Don't blame me. Candyman, John Wick. Oh, my goodness. You know what? Let me see how many people Beatrix Kiddo kills in Kill Bill series, because she's also one of my favorite killers. Another honorable mention. Let's go. How many people does Trix Kiddo? All right. 39. That's it? That's it? Which consists 30 members from the Crazy 88. She did let a lot of them go, who were cut up and maimed and lost their limbs to her mighty blade, the Hanzo sword. But she says, all right, you can keep your lives, but you leave your limbs with me, you little bitches. I would say total blood count, that counts for at least 10 extra people. The amount of limbs that she hewn, lives. I mean, she took their lives away. Like, who knows what kind of rehab and terrible lives those guys are living after that. But anyways, them's the killers. But I also wanted to give one quick shout out. Let's see. Yep. Oh my goodness. Let me get real sappy on you, because if you guys didn't know this about me, I'm gonna let you know now. I am a huge lover of animals. Growing up, I would rescue ladybugs out of the pool if they're struggling, or bees, whatever, even flies. Just loving animals. Every dog, chicken, whatever. I hated seeing them in pain. Brothers or cousin Chad tried to torture me. They'd shoot a bird with a BB gun. And, oh, look, he's struggling, this and that. I'm like, how dare you? Y'all know how much I love these animals. But yeah, just in general, just feel like they're so much more worthy than so many humans. But that love was inspired by Jane Goodall. And I just want to say rest in peace to Jane Goodall, because I found out today she passed away. Goodall stated that dogs were her first favorite animal. And of course, Google is spell it F-O-U-R-I-T-E. Favorite animal, she had prosopagnosia, which made it difficult to recognize familiar faces. Lived in Bournemouth. Goodall died of natural causes in L.A. October 1st, 2025. It sucks she had to die there. At the age of 91, while on a speaking tour in the United States. Jane Goodall, this woman just famous for her work with chimpanzees and just her humanitarian efforts. Good looking gal, 91, older lady, but back like the pictures of her and the primates and stuff like that, and the chimps, it's like, hey Jane, how you doing? She was, big influence on my love for animals, and like that love is continuing, it burns to this day. And I always like referring to animals as he and she. I've always done that. People say it kind of, let's say it bothers me to the point that I'm going to like call them out for it. But I'm like, yo, a dog, flies, I don't know about. There's some other insects that are just drawing on my patience, but he's or she's. Like, I will refer to the animals as such. They deserve it as such. And it is ironic, like I do eat meat, which makes me a piece of shit, but like I'm trying to work around that by being more mindful of what I'm eating. Saying thank you to the chickens whose eggs I'm cracking. Thank you to the ground turkey that I'm consuming. Like, these were living beings, and like I eat the meat, but would I be able to slaughter them myself? Answer is nah. If necessity compels, if it's an apocalyptic situation, I got to feed my family, my loved ones, yes, I will do these things. But because I'm lucky enough and fortunate enough to live in a society and have try to eat like healthy, and have meat as part of my diet, I just try to be mindful at the very least and respectful and not mindlessly consume this product and not think about it as once being a living creature and being thankful for them. So, damn it all. Why? I went off on a tangent. So yes, he's and she's for the animals. So I encountered Jane Goodall one time back in the day when I was a production assistant back in 2013, 2014, whatever, just miserable life as a production assistant. Just a grind. Like, we'd go and set up Google Hangouts and cameras and lay down cable and set up speakers for live events or recorded events that will be done over Google Hangout. Terrible medium. But we went to one. We would go to San Francisco often. We went down like Market Street, and we're in this building, and we're laying down the cables. We're setting up the chairs for an interview, and I didn't know. I was like, oh shit, it's Jane Goodall. Like, I'm just sitting there in the darkness with my dark colored shirt, dark pants, dark socks. Everything's got to be dark. You got to be blended. You can't be seen. You're not a human as a production assistant. Just a specter that puts down gaff tape and wraps up cables. Occasionally plugs them in, but then get the hell out of there once you've set them up with the lavalier mics. You're a nobody and nothing. Anyways, just seeing her get interviewed by this kind old man, and he made the fatal flaw of saying, "Oh, the chimpanzees." Like, I forget the question, but referred to them as it. How did it affect you when it would hug you? And she goes, he. It is he. Like, she interrupted him. She called him out. Like, they, he's, and she's. Like, corrected him. Like, these are creatures deserving of these pronouns. Like, you are a he or a she, you know? Like, give it to him, not it's. And that just kind of reinforced, like, and reinvigorated my love for animals and just wanting to say, oh, who's that dog? Who is she? Who is he? I know it's silly, I know it's lame, but I don't give a shit. That's why I address animals. They are our friends. They are our superiors on this planet. Let's treat them as such, the gods among us. And just wanted to, say shout out to Jane Goodall. So I have not given you a buzzword for this week for Tap Trivia. Boy, howdy. How about Jane Goodall? Rest in peace, Jane Goodall. You were the buzzword, the key word for 4 extra points. Thank you for your impact. Getting all sappy on you, and for all the good influence and everybody else that you've influenced in a positive way to advocate for champs and for animals in general, all that stuff. And so love your work. Thank you so much. And until next time, everybody, go to Tap Trivia Sunday at 2:00. Be there or be square, and go out, get silly, not stupid. Bye-bye.
You lose! Good day, sir!